In reviewing the 2020 season for the Cleveland Browns, there were a few things that I didn't quite notice as much during the season itself that I picked up on today, rewatching some game tape, some highlights, looking into some specific players themselves and some of the different things they did, because eventually I'm going to do a video talking about how Kevin Stefanski can evolve the offense and some new things you could pay attention to and expect. But in reviewing the season and kind of taking a look at things again, this is something we all knew and we all do know, but I think it kind of gets so overlooked, and that's why I wanted to highlight this in particular. Kareem Hunt is so underrated. Like, I don't think we realize how great Kareem Hunt is and has been. Even not just going back to his KC days, what he's done here in Cleveland in these 2 seasons has been really, really good. So if you'll remember, Kareem Hunt had a spectacular rookie year with the Kansas City Chiefs. In 2017, he had 272 rushes for 1,327 yards, averaged 4.9 per carry, 8 touchdowns, and he had 53 receptions. 2018 for Kansas City, he had 181 rush attempts, 824 yards, 4.6 per carry, 7 touchdowns. He had 26 receptions. So his Kansas City days were very good. And we know what happened with the whole incident with the young lady and everything that happened there. And there were a few different stories coming out of that, and it's none of my business to get into. But I personally believed then, and I still believe now, that giving Kareem Hunt a second chance was the right thing to do. I think I'm going to leave it there as far as that goes, but I still think he deserved a second chance. And that's not just because he signed with the Browns. I think any team he would have went to, he deserved a second chance. And I think I'm right in saying that. So in 2019 with the Browns, remember, he did not get to play the full season. He was out, I believe, 8 games. You're going to have to correct me if I'm wrong on that. But anyway, so he had 43 attempts, 179 yards, averaged 4.2 per carry, had 2 touchdowns, and 37 receptions. Now, this past season, 2020, he had 198 attempts for 841 yards, averaged 4.2, and had 6 touchdowns and 38 receiving. Now, those numbers, when you compare his whole career in the NFL with these 4 seasons, his 2020 season resembles a lot to do with his 2018 season with the Kansas City Chiefs. They're actually very, very, very close. Now, Kareem Hunt, when you go back and you watch the tape, he's so underrated because when you look at guys in the NFL who do similar things to what he does, I would specifically look into guys like Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, guys like that who can do both, who are great runners of the football, but also great out of the backfield in receiving. Kareem Hunt has done a fantastic job. Now, for the Browns, he can do so many different things, right? So, in 2019, with Mr. Freddie Kitchens, as much as we talk bad about Freddie Kitchens, I will say this. The one thing that I was happy about with Freddie later in the season that I've kind of been a little bit disappointed with Kevin Stefanski is the use of 2 running backs with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt on the field at the same time. I don't think we've seen that from Kevin Stefanski yet, or at least maybe a few times. I can't even remember if we did or if we did. I'm repeating myself. But I can't remember how much or if at all is what I'm trying to say. And with Freddie Kitchens, at least he did it, right? There was so much wrong with Freddie Kitchens, but at least it seemed like he understood that part. Like, you have to get these 2 guys on the field because at the end of the day, you want your 11 best on the field at the same time. And I think Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb should both be on the field a lot. I'm not saying every down because obviously there's just certain things you got to do and you got to have different formations and packages and whatnot. But with Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb on the field, it allows so much more of the Browns' weapons to be even bigger question marks. You know, if you have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb on the field, you're pretty much assuming run, right? Because why would you have two of the best running backs in the NFL on the field? You know what I mean? I believe it was either Bleacher Report or it was PFF had Kareem Hunt listed 10 and had Nick Chubb, I want to say 3 or 4. So per that, the Browns have 2 top 10 running backs. I completely believe that. And I think if I think if Kareem Hunt were on another team right now that was in a similar situation to the Browns, you know, made the playoffs, contenders, good team. I think if he got more carries, because keep in mind, he split carries with Nick Chubb, right? 2017, he had 272 carries. In 2020 with the Browns, he had 198. So his carries have gone down, and the Browns are using him in different ways, but he's still finding ways to be effective. You talk about this 1-2 punch. Nick Chubb, to me, is one of, if not the best pure runners as far as running backs go in the NFL. I mean, he has the best vision, is patient, can make those cuts, and has the burst to run through guys, run guys over, and flat out burn you with his legs. Kareem Hunt can run through the tackles. He has that ability. But his burst, as soon as he gets the ball, he's so twitchy. He's so just quick. You know what I mean? And I think one of the things you saw on the film from this past season, situations where the Browns really needed that quick twitch, burst speed, Kareem Hunt came through. Because Nick Chubb, as great as he is, he does have that speed, but Kareem Hunt is different in that way. You know, both of them are so super talented, but to me, Kareem Hunt is better when it comes to that, you know what I mean, out of the backfield, that kind of stuff, and Nick Chubb is better between the tackles, running, and vision, which is perfect because you have two guys who can do both things at a high level, but are best at different things. That allows you to do so much more, and I think Kareem Hunt is so undervalued, especially with the Browns. So Kareem Hunt has signed a 2-year, $12 million extension. So $5,509,000 is guaranteed. And so Kareem Hunt's going to be here with the Browns through the 2022 season. Now, Kareem Hunt is currently, if I can find it, overview. I'm trying to find his age. Kareem Hunt is currently 25 years old, so you figure he's still got some life left in them legs. He's a guy who can still do a lot for you. And when you talk about the future of this team, I personally would much rather keep Kareem Hunt around with Nick Chubb than bring back somebody like an OBJ. And that could change. You know, that's not a final statement. But to me, I think the value of Kareem Hunt is so overlooked because of how much versatility he brings. Because what I'm going to talk about later and how Kevin Stefanski can evolve this offense, Kareem Hunt is a huge, huge part of this, right? And what I talked about with Freddie Kitchens, he had that down. And I think Kevin Stefanski should take a look at Freddie Kitchens, how he used Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb on the field at the same time, and maybe not do the same thing, but at least look at the template for how to do it. Because Kevin Stefanski and Alex Van Pelt are both geniuses, in my opinion. I think when you look at what they've done with the offense from last year, with complete chaos, just frustrating to watch because you have so much talent and nothing is coming together. And this year, it came together. They can do it. You know, they can figure it out. They're the right guys for the job. So I would love to see both of them on the field at the same time more often. I think Kareem Hunt is extremely overlooked, undervalued. If he was on a team who, let's just say, It's hard to even think of a team. Let's say the Dolphins, right? Let's say the Dolphins, a team last year who was on the verge of playoffs. They were really good. Did they make? I can't even remember. I can't remember if they made the playoffs or not. But anyway, I don't think they did. But the Dolphins were a really good team last year, and I think if you put Kareem Hunt on a team like that, where he would get more carries, he'd have more opportunities, I think people would really go, oh my gosh, like, yeah, he's that good. But because he's with Nick Chubb, and Nick Chubb is such a great running back, he gets overlooked a little bit. So I think for the Browns, they have a lot more room to go when it comes to evolving the offense, and I think Kareem Hunt's going to be a big part of that. I want Kareem Hunt to stick around long-term for the Browns. He's here through the 2022 season. We'll see after that. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think Kareem Hunt is a top 10 running back? And what do you think the future is for Kareem Hunt in this offense? So let me know, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.